I'll say we are live. I'll let it load up a little bit, but then we'll start going. Welcome to Start Credit, another live podcast. Saturday morning, Labor Day weekend. Hope you guys are having a pretty good weekend. I'm watching Premier League. I think it's Leicester City playing right now. Randomly, Manchester City plays at what time is it? Manchester City plays at 9:30 today. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, we get a dub against West Ham. But yeah, let it load up a bit. Got some coffee, got some bread, early morning. Tired. Tired. But yeah, I'm gonna let it load up a bit. Hopefully, we get some good questions today. Again, the chat is right on this side. Yeah, it's right there. What's up, Joey? Thank you for tuning in bright and early. But yeah, we'll get right to it right now. Give it a bit. How's your morning going? Yeah, I went downstairs to get some coffee. The box, best coffee in the Arts District, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll get right to it. Hudson is cool. Shout out Hudson. Always tapped in. Is Hudson better than you in FIFA? Hell no. And I've been going live. Um, and it's been pretty cool. I've been twitching. Shout out to Rob for literally always telling me like, hey, get on Twitch, or go on live stream. Me and him went on a live stream for NCAA on YouTube on our main channel. And it was pretty cool. The only thing is that you really couldn't hear us. I don't know why, but I got a camera now, so that's pretty cool. What's up, Johnny Sanchez? Good morning. But yeah, it's been fun playing. A lot of people part of like the Cindy community, even just randoms online. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, but that's the fun of it. Losing FIFA or NCAA is not fun. I'll tell you that much. But it's cool. I know it's a different outlet. It's not even about an outlet. I just like video games, but it's pretty nice, when people are asking questions about the shop, how's your day, vice versa. It's another way of socializing in my way. I'm not big on going out like that, so I think twitching, and streaming or even just playing online is cool. It's not even necessarily about being online on a Twitch stream, but it's nice. It's cool. The camera makes it funny. I played Lonnie. He came over and I beat him 75-17 in NCAA. Flash the camera. No, just kidding. Uh, but yeah, Twitch has been cool. Let me know. My PSN is Bris or Chris. My Twitch is Bris or Chris. So yeah, so tap into Cindy video gaming, or it's just me video gaming. I think most of us are gonna get the Call of Duty. Everybody keeps telling me to get Fortnite. But yeah, that's the video game live thing for me. Corduroy chonies, that's a good one. It's a good name. Corduroy chonies, those would be uncomfortable. Um, since Skechers signed more NBA players, do you see them growing within the sneaker community? It's tough, man. Every time I see like peers talk about Skechers, they always kind of look down on it. But to me, it's supportable sneakers. But I don't know. You never know. I mean, who knows if it'll grow? It just depends how they're willing to grow within the community. Because I've noticed like some brands sent some of my friends from overseas. They sent them sneakers, and it's like brands we've never heard of. I mean, I think one of them is they have the Jokic. They sent my friend some shoes, so they're trying to like tap into like the sneaker community in a way. But it's hard. I mean, maybe they will. I mean, I wouldn't be I said it, I think, on the Sneaky League pod that I wouldn't do a collab with a brand that I wasn't a fan of. But in reality, like let's say Skechers was like, hey, you guys want to develop a running shoe for Cindy Fit? I think for Cindy Fit, just for me to provide sneakers for the whole community, that'd be kind of cool. But I don't know what what happened. But yeah, I mean, I've seen their biggest is Joel Embiid, and they have Terrence Mann from the Clippers. Um, but yeah, I don't really see them making like. I mean, I could be wrong. You never know. They might make. Um, they could make a shoe that's gonna hit, but it's really hard. It's really hard. I remember Ian Connor put them on for a bit, like 2014, 2015. Not put them on, but like people were really wearing Skechers when he had like influence, like a high influence in streetwear culture. I don't know if you guys remember that, but yeah, that was pretty cool to see. What else? Let's see. TJ Almost. Shout out TJ. Shout out Chicago. Always pulling up when he's in town. Um, if you're able to take one staff to your next trip, who would you pick? So actually, I am. I'm taking Max to Barcelona at the end of September. Me and a couple friends. We're all going to Barcelona and Ibiza and Madrid. I think I get there on a Friday, and I'm actually watching the Madrid Derby in Madrid. So that's gonna be good. And we are going to Ibiza the following Wednesday and Thursday. So that's gonna be fun. And I know Max is super hyped for it. I know I'm super hyped for it. Last time it was super fun, but I really hope it's the exact opposite of that trip, because that last trip I did last year, I partied way too much. Um, but yeah, so I'm taking Max. I think the funniest thing is just gonna be like getting on the airplane with Max and just having him like just be like having seeing him be so excited and probably be like a little kid over there is gonna be super funny. So yeah, so that answers your question, TJ. I am taking Max on a trip. Um, Out to lunch, aka Cecilio. Shout out to you, Pa. Dumbest purchase you ever made. It's two parts. So my dumbest purchase I ever made. Fuck, there's a lot of them, but I'm gonna say um any designer clothes that got stolen when I shipped from New York to California, or just any designer clothes period, because that's one thing I'm learning now is like any all the cool crazy pieces that I've been getting lately. I just been finding in the aftermarket. Like I just got this varsity that retailed for 7,500 for 2,500. And I was the person buying this for retail like in 2019, 2020. And then now I just noticed like, yo, if I just wait for it, somebody is gonna sell it to us for cheaper. And yeah, I mean, I've been finding very cool pieces in the aftermarket, from trusted sources and everything, obviously, but I've been getting it for like a quarter of what I would pay if I paid retail. So I would say me buying anything that was designer for retail was a dumb purchase, because I either lost on it. Obviously, you know that you lose right away. It's like a car, but now I'm finding it for way cheaper. So I think those are dumb purchases. Um, what else? Also, top three purchases, clothes or shoes of 2024. I picked up these cool carpenter pants from Louis Vuitton. They're pretty nice. What else have I picked up? That jacket that I picked up off my homie that retailed for 7,500 and I got it for 2,500. And then getting my Tom Sachs back. That was cool. I got them back for a pretty good price. Shout out David Hatcher. Not really, he waxed, but they were brand new. So I just wanted them back. They're hard to find. So I think those three would be my top three purchases. What are your guys' top three purchases this year? Have you guys purchased anything that's kind of like out of the ordinary, or have you guys just stuck to like the retros coming out or anything new coming out? Let me know in the comments. I'll get to the comments at the end of this pod. Well, it's gonna be a short one today. Overall, Arthur VNGS asked, have you given more to sneakers or shoes to sneakers slash shoes or clothes? I have for sure have spent for myself more on clothes. Um, Sneakers, obviously, I buy, sell, trade them, so I could say yeah, obviously. But I think personally, I've spent more money on clothes. Um, I don't want to say what that number is, but it's a very high number. Ever since I got into it to now, um, I do think that I spent more money on clothes. Sneakers, I don't want to say the shoes that I buy to resell count because obviously those are not mine, but it's vice versa. I do, we do put out so much money in the sneaker community for Cindy. So again, if you split them up and my personal, I think I spent more money on clothes, way more money. If you guys would like to have a jab at it, what do you think on the comments? What do you think I spent? It's a high number. I have my tally for one brand alone, my sales history, and I literally just saw that and I was just like, damn, it's a lot of bread. And I don't have that many pieces left from it. Um, in between days, you can't ever wear a sneaker ever again. Which is it? That's a tough question, honestly. What do you guys think he means by that? Because um, it's hard because there's some shoes that I buy once and I never wear them again. But if you could pick a brand or something that to never wear again, I don't know. It's tough because there's so many brands out there that I don't wear, so it's hard. So I think that question has to get reworded because I have bought shoes that, oh shit, I'm never wearing this again. It wasn't for me. Um, so very tough question. I don't know. Um, Nate Nasty said, "What's your favorite pieces from Supreme?" I posted it on TikTok. One of my favorite Supreme pieces. Lonnie had lost the bet to me. He was supposed to get me a thing, but he found a way to get out of it. So shout out to Lonnie and shout out for my kindness to being so nice. For Lonnie owed me 7 bands. If you guys want to know in the comments. But my favorite pieces from this season are gonna be. I like that like brown Banton jacket. That's like the non-leather version. I need that. So Lonnie's probably gonna have to buy that one. It's still like a band. Um, and I do like the work jacket that has like graffiti on it. Um, but yeah, I think those are my two favorite ones. Obviously with collabs and stuff like that. They just announced the mules, the foam posit, or I forgot what they're called. The black one's nice, but not for me. And the other ones are a little too crazy. What do you guys think of those? I just seen them this morning when I woke up. Um, I think New York streets are gonna eat them alive. Like I said, like they love them. They love that shoe over there, so it's gonna sell. Um, but yeah, those are some of my favorite, a couple of my pieces. And Lonnie owes me two, so he's gonna buy me that Vanson jacket, and then I gotta figure out what else. So Lonnie, if you're watching this, start saving your breath, bro. Once again, I'll get through the comments when I finish. Out to lunch. One of Beckham's hobbies is Lego. Is there any hobbies that you guys have that no one knows? What's a secret hobby of mine? Fuck, I don't know. Searching for posters. I like searching for posters. And yeah, it might sound stupid, but um, I have to find authentic ones. I can't like buy reprints or any of that stuff. Like they have to be authentic. Like my Oasis, I think it's what year is that? 96. My Buffalo 66 over here is when the movie came out. Bjork, I believe, is 95. My Twiggy, Richard Avedon, is mad old. It's from the 60s. And then the ones over here, same thing. Like my big Marilyn Monroe, I got from the Tate Museum. Um, my all my Supreme posters came from people that work at the warehouse when they used to come around too. Um, yeah, I mean, I do. I think that's like a weird, not a hobby, but like it's like a weird thing of mine. And like I can't buy reprints. Like I don't know, it's like buying a fake vintage tee or something. Like I just can't do it. Like it's weird. It's not weird, but it's just not for me. It's like to me, it's like buying fake shoes. Weird, but that's just my take on it. If it's not authentic, I will look for it. I have got seen like it's a thing that's been promoted as authentic, and then I get it and I have to return it because it obviously looks like a reprint. Um, so that's a weird hobby of mine. What else? Waters. I like tasting waters. That's kind of a weird one. If you guys notice, every time my fridge, I always have different kinds of waters, and I like tasting them. Um, Avion's my favorite. Um, what else? Weird hobbies. So I mean, I like bike riding, but those are like and running. Obviously, you guys know those. Um, yeah, I think that would be my favorites. Damn, Aston Villa almost scored. So yeah, what are you guys' favorite hobbies? Let me know in the comments. I'll read them after. SSG Danny said, "What has been the worst fake sneaker you've seen trying to have someone tried to sell to you?" So back in the day at Rift, the fakes were really bad. So any shoe that would come through there was like very bad. Like the shape on the fours, the shape on the fives, like I don't get how the fakes have got. I do get it, but it's just crazy how they have evolved where like they're so good now. Um, but out here, I mean, a bread Yeezy with Supreme on the red. I mean, there's been some pretty crazy ones, but I just to me it's just crazy to evolve how fake sneakers have evolved. I would say because back in the day they were so bad, like so bad, and then now they're literally like sometimes better than the real ones. Like the quality control on them is a little better sometimes, and it's just insane how like you have to pay attention to the tag. And we have got like I know if you guys have seen if you came to Cindy, you guys see our recycling bin for like sneakers. There is some shoes that are in there that are fake that have gotten through us through our buying process, and then when we obviously have like a 5-step process, we catch them by the end so they don't go out. But it's just crazy how like the first look they look so good, and then you start looking at them and there's like, damn, no good. um I just accidentally bought a pair of black cement threes, and I just figured like, oh, everybody's selling their black cement threes. Didn't really look into it, and then when I was inputting it, I double checked it again, and I was just like, I don't think this feels right. So I held it till the next day to DC to give it a second look, and he said the same thing. He's like, yeah, there's something doesn't feel right. And honestly, if something doesn't feel right, just pass on it or just don't put it out. Obviously, but it doesn't hurt. Obviously, you take your L, and it is what it is. But it's better than it going out and having like somebody buy it and coming back and be like, hey, I went somewhere and this wasn't authentic. It happens. It happens, and that's why we have like a crazy process. Sometimes in the videos, we always get the comments of like, oh, like bro, don't even check them. We do, but it's just in the video we're just trying to work fast and go through it, and it's a lot of trust, but no good for sure, no good. Um, but yeah, I mean, have you guys had any crazy fake stories that happen? Let me know. All right. What else? Favorite fragrance cologne. I don't wear cologne. I just bought. I don't even shower. No, I'm just kidding. So I do have a hack. A lot of people do like Le Labo, but Le Labo is kind of expensive. I think it's like $300 for cologne. But if you just go to Le Labo and get their body wash and their shampoo, you're gonna smell like the cologne, and it's a quarter of the price. So that's my body wash that I use in the shower, and the lotion too. Um, so that's a hack. Letting you know, buy the body wash, buy the shampoo, and maybe the lotion. It's gonna cost you maybe a quarter of what the cologne costs you, and you'll smell great all day. Promise you. So that is my favorite cologne. Best white tea, Uniqlo white teas. Uniqlo white teas, hands down, the best white teas. Primark is good, but Primark's not here. Um, favorite blank socks, Cindy socks. I'm not gonna lie, we have the best socks, 100%. Not even shout out Simon for plugging me with the guy for making those socks, but I think we do have some of the most comfortable socks in the game. That's just me though. What are your favorite socks? What are your favorite white tees? So yeah, so that concludes my questions for the week that I thought were cool. Let's go through the chat. Start asking questions if you want. All right. Johnny Sanchez said, flash the camera. I read that. Cameron Karimi said, when the museum hats dropping, they're getting made now. Low key, it's funny because we do have like paid off 20 G's in merch that we're just waiting for it to come. So you got to think about it. We put out 20 G's in merch. And again, it's just, I would say making clothes is a gamble just because you're just like, holy shit, what if it doesn't sell? But I think the stuff we're going to put out soon is really, really good. So, I don't mind putting out the money, but I realized that on Thursday where I was just like, damn, like there's just 20 G's in limbo that we paid out and there's no product yet. But yeah, the museum hats will be dropping, I hope, before my Barcelona trip. I really hope, but if not, right after. But I think it's going to be before. So that's when they'll drop. Your mom's, what? Your mom's chest hair. Damn, tough. It's a good name, though. The spot is going to get me through work. Hopefully it has, bro. Hopefully it has. It's getting me through my morning little coffee. On the 10 toes said, for real, gang, flash the camera, get that shit really moving. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's a family show. Mexican Moreno said, saludos desde Maryland. How do you say Maryland in Spanish? But yeah, cheers, mate. One up, heart on 10 goals. Hudson, Spain trip. Hudson should pull up, but I mean, he's being a weenie. J-Tron, who is winning Monza tomorrow? I don't know, bro. It's been tough. There hasn't been consistent, like somebody's going on a streak, but we'll see. Hopefully, good race. Julio, what's up, Bris? What's up, Julio? G-Star, who you play with on Madden Pop? Like what team? So I haven't played Madden really besides my career mode because I was playing Road to Glory, and then I got drafted. But on NCAA, I play with South Carolina. I either get cooked or cooked. There's no vice versa. There's no good games with me. It's either you're gonna destroy me or I'm gonna destroy you. It's one or the other. Mexican Moreno, have you ever had a downsizing phase with sneakers? All the time, bro. I feel like as sneakerheads, we all go through this phase where we get into it and we're going hard and we buy everything possible. I think it's just part of like sneaker culture, like where you're just like, man, fuck this, I'm over it, I'm not buying shoes right now, blah blah blah, and you start selling, and then out of nowhere you just get this itch and you start going crazy, you start going ham, you start buying it. And I feel like right now I have that itch where I've just been buying like reverse mochas, trophy rooms. I want off-white UNCs. I bought some Kikos the other day. And I think it's just, I've gone through that so many times since I've been into shoes, all the way from 2006 to 2024, where I'll get a ton of shoes and then I'll be like, man, I don't even wear these, blah, blah, blah. Or you need bread, and you sell. And I think that's the beauty of sneaker culture and streetwear is that you can sell and it'll one day come back to you. I always say, whatever, Lonnie came in saying some drunk shit once about saying it took a merry-go-round, but I didn't say that, but it's true because it does come around. It always comes back around. You always end up buying the same shoes. Obviously, some shoes you can't wear anymore because they're so old, but it happens all the time, man. I think it's just like you get over it, but then you start missing it. If you're genuinely into it, you're gonna miss it. It's part of life. Saying Cameron Karimi, thoughts on the Jordan 2 3? I think they're better than regular 2s. Hot take. So I did say this. If the Jordan 2 3 would be the original 2 to come out in 86, 87, whenever it came out, I think it would have done better than the real Jordan 2s. I just think if our eyes would have seen the 2 3 like as in like mold as the 2 first, we would like the 2 better than the original Jordan 2. That's just my take. Joey Neuer, best pickup is the FNF Futura. That's fucking insane pickup. I message y'all on. Thanks for the help. But yeah, bro, FNF Futuras are really good shoes. I think they're going for a lot of bread, but they're that's a real like FNF shoe because we've been getting a lot of the Safari one lately, and I just don't think it screams FNF. If that makes any sense, like it doesn't scream like limited cool sneaker. It's just limited, but it doesn't scream like the Futura or like the FNF Travis. Like it doesn't even like I don't know if you guys remember the Fresh Prince Jordan 5, the gold one. It was gold. It was like crazy. It was out there. So that kind of like told you like, oh, it's FNF. So yeah, that's a really good pickup. Edwin Belen, 100K for LV. A little short, I would say. Edwin Belen, what do you think of upcoming Stash Air Forces? I don't like the toe. I'm not a fan of it. I think they changed it up a little too much, but it's cool. It's coming back. I don't see it really hitting for too much just based off the linen. I think the linen was executed to perfection. Like the linen is a beautiful shoe in my opinion. But the Stash, I just don't see it there. I also don't see too many people being into it. The color blocking is still great, but I just feel like it's not gonna do that great in the aftermarket, even at retail. It's gonna be tough. A couple of my friends from New York that are big fans of Stash hit me up and they're like, "Oh, they messed the shoe up, blah blah blah." But you never know. It could have been Stash. He could have been like, "Yo, I want to do this to my sneaker," because he's a pretty hands-on guy. I met him a couple times through round 2, so but I'm not a giant fan of it. Akeem Raphael said, "How do you decide what shoes stay in your collection and what gotta go after some wears?" It just depends, man. There's some shoes that I know I could keep getting back, and there's some shoes that I just want to keep. Like for example, I think the 3 shoes that I've held on for the longest, as in like recent drops, are like the Union 1 set. My set is original. It's like as in like it's my first purchase. I never resold it and got it back or vice versa. It's just the same 2 pairs that I got held down over here when they dropped. I was in New York. My Fragments, and obviously my Tom Sachs I've gotten back, but that's another shoe that I like just have to have in my collection. And Off-White 5s, black pair Muslim. Those are so nice. I think that's the best Off-White Jordan. But I think those are like the three, 4 shoes that I keep, and then everything else doesn't really have. How do you say it? Like it doesn't have to stay with me. What do you guys? What's a shoe that you guys like and have to have in your collection and can't stay? Because I know people that are just like, fuck it, I'll get it back, and they do. But then there's people like me that I just like, I have to have it in my collection no matter what. Anthony, dragging bro, hey bro, he did it to himself. Jose, would you do a Cindy community bike ride? I've been trying to. It's just hard, man. I feel like I have Cindy Fit Monday, Wednesdays, and then Hoops Fridays most of the time if I go. And then I have work, then I have gym, and I pay attention to so much stuff, like little hobbies, like as in like fucking right now I'm watching Aston Villa Leicester City, like random ass game, but I just like watching Premier League. The other day I was watching Celta Vigo versus Villarreal, and that was like 4-3 good game. So like it's like I pay attention to so much stuff like F1 racing and all that stuff, where at the end of the day where I'm just like, fuck, making time for all these other things, I'm just like, ugh. But I should do like a community bike ride, maybe once a month or something. Cameron, shout out Cameron, going crazy with the questions. How much do samples cost to make for Cindy merch? It just depends. So our hat samples now for like the crazier hats like these, and like the podium and the fitted. So with this factory, they're free, just because they know our money's good. in a way. So it sounds like an asshole, but like it's not like we pay, so they're like, oh, if we make the sample and it comes out nice, they're gonna pay. For these guys and like for our shirts, I know we do get a sample cost. For tees, I think it's like 40 a tee, and then for hats, it's maybe like 25. But again, I think we get it's a fair price just because they know that we're gonna run production on them no matter what. I've have gotten samples done and elsewhere, and they're like 150 bucks, which is crazy for like a t-shirt. But yeah, it just really depends. Depends who you're dealing with. I know some people just want to make a ton of bread, so they're gonna tax you. Um, Joy Neuer, how do you get the Supreme posters? Do you get any Tyler posters? I actually got two Tyler posters. I pulled them down, not me, but somebody pulled them down for me, and I actually liked when he posted a picture of how his had like some like chips and like like they were in the street, and I was just like, yo, I kind of like that. Can you sell them to me? And he did. So shout out Rex for selling me that. I bought two of them. I'm getting them framed now. Top three bottled waters. Tough one, but let's go. Avion, Tuscany, and the Mountain Valley. Pretty good right now. Pancho is cool. Did you cop Oasis tickets? No, I didn't. Or are you paying resale? I'm probably gonna pay resale. I'm trying to go to the last Manchester show, which is I think is July 25th, and then going to the first Wembley show, and then I'm trying to plan like my whole Euro trip that I do once a year around those states. So I should be going. I just a matter of when and how much I'm gonna pay. But yeah, I'm hyped on that. They should be coming to the US shortly after, but that's just if Noel and Liam stay together. Fuck, I think I skipped a lot of them. Jeez, I did. There we go. Mark Rayo, did you watch qualifying for F1? No, I did not. I'm sorry. Gabriel Roman Vihario better beat West Ham. Bris can't have Arsenal. Bro, damn, Leicester just scored. But I hope we win. We always have these like weird little trap games. Not trap games because it's so early, but like sometimes like West Ham plays as well. Crystal Palace plays as well. But I think we got the dub. It's in London, but you never know. Arsenal's stacked though. They just signed Raheem Sterling. They signed good players, and we got back Savinho. Savinho's been playing pretty well though. Base Brian, I hope there's plenty of those Cindy fitteds I need. There's a lot, bro. Trust me, there's a lot, and there's more than one colorway. There's two very limited colorways, and there's two like you're gonna be able to get colorways. I believe the green one would be first, and then the three colorways after the second colorway would not be as limited, and the two colorways that will come out together are gonna be super limited. This Warlow fam, O'Malley keeping the belt. Ask Willie, but he should, I think. The Whirly fam, I got 100 on O'Malley Saturday. Hit up Willie. Willie's a betting man. Olvídate de eso on Instagram. Eddie Figueroa, are you guys dropping museum sweats this fall winter? Yes. Base Brian, it's Adrian. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry for butchering. Anthony Hudson, are you ready to buy me my Bayern jersey? So me and Hudson bet on a FIFA game that the winner gets a jersey. I told him to get me the Definitely City jersey, the one that's with Noel Gallagher. I need that. So XL. Low key misses. He will be back next week. We should. We're just taking a break from the in store one. Like again, it's just a lot of work, man. And then sometimes you just need a little break, a little actual full day off. So yeah, that's what I'm doing Mondays. So obviously, I still do the track. King L. How many frags are you at this point? Right now, I have 4. I used to have 14, but I'm at 4 right now. Obviously, downsized. Jtron, what brand has been not selling for you at the store? It's not a necessarily brand, but any GR Jordan is cooked right now, pa. No good. Gabriel Roman Vihar, do you like the new UCL format? Actually, I do. So I finally paid attention to it. I think it's a good format. It almost makes it feel like you're watching another league. Like obviously it's a Champions League, but it's like a table, like a EPL La Liga table. So it's pretty nice. Moises Cabrera, is the G80 getting modded? No, I don't like modding my cars. I like them stock, nice, clean. Not a big fan of mods. That's just me though. I don't. Yeah. Wes, if Shoe of the Year was picked today, what do you think would be the winner? How many are threes? I said it. They're really nice. They're not going for nothing. CDG foams are up there for me too. Um, but yeah, I think common air threes are super slept on. $200, $225 right now. Like you could find them if you really try, or 280 at Cindy. Because we're paying people 225 to 200. But super cheap, super nice. I think CDG foams are up there as well. But those are my two right now. Right now, at the moment. Mark Ryle, what was your favorite ranch? Where's your favorite ranchera from? Ranchera? Like, what do you mean? Shack Attack, what's your stance on the Jordan 1.5? I hate it. See that one. The we don't need that one. That one it could have stayed in the vault. Eddie Figueroa, how do you feel about the AM95 Hamanier? I would have to see it in person. It looks nice. I'm actually gonna sell my Cortez 95 soon at the store. I just haven't been wearing them. But again, we were just talking about it. Those are shoes that I don't think I need to have in my collection. Those can come and then go if I ever need them back. But they are kind of hard to find. Cameron, have you gotten the Jordan 2-3 in hand? Is the quality good? We have gotten a couple. We've sold them for like $75 or 100 tops. They're actually really nice in person, like material wise. But again, it's like a shoe that nobody's really paying attention to, but it is nice. Mark Ryo, what's up with all my Cindy tees turning yellow? Yeah, that's why we're not doing white no more, bro. Me and Hudson actually had a conversation about white tees, and like our Flight Club tee, we went with like a cement. It's just the blank, like LA apparel blanks, like the white ones, just don't age well. So we're not doing white no more. We're either doing like beige, like we're doing some a white but not white, if that makes any sense. Cameron Karimi again. What are some of the Jordans do you think? What are some Jordans do you think that have the best quality that still look good after being worn on? A good quality Jordan 1. Don't like crease bad. Base Adrian, sorry bro, I've been mentioning. Diamond Dunk highs for me. That's a good pickup. Oh shit, where are we at? Born and raised for you. Can't ever leave my possession. That's a good one. Shout out Sponto. Born and raised it does well. Used, new, always does well. Trade, straight cash. People love that shoe. It has a big meaning, and that's why Nike SB. Hot take: Nike SB this year has been super trash compared to last year. I feel like last year the cream box. Another hot take: the cream box of Nike SB is insane. Like it's low key insane when you really think about it. Like how many bangers they dropped. But I think this year's Nike SB has been very, very bad compared to last year's. Just my opinion. Did Born and Race come out last year or this year? I think last year, but I don't know. I'm lost. But Dior's and Frags, good two shoes. Black Cement 3, Chicago 1, great. I need a 2015 Chicago 1. I'm looking for that. BZ Sip, play Bris, need Hemi on YouTube, huh? David, last year you showed me a tee of the two goats and it never dropped. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Even we're dropping a tee in October that Skate asked for, and literally I was just like, fuck. Like we have so many tees in limbo, bro. But we do have that shirt in my vault. With love, Tanya. I'm really enjoying these live videos. Thank you for tapping in. Shout out Tanya, always buying the size 4s. Ronald Batista, how was hoops last night? Honestly, it was fun. It was cool. The streets are saying that Danny didn't get paid. That's what the streets are saying. I paid my dues. I always pay. But yeah, it was fun. It was cool. It's funny because yesterday Zay with Miles and his boys, they pulled up in their younger cats. I think I have like 10 years on them. And Reggie, and they were all in a team. And I'm pretty fast. And I was like, God damn, these motherfuckers have energy. And I felt like an unk last night. I ain't gonna lie. Um, Base Adrian recommendations on where to get the LV Tyler wallet. On StockX, it's like $700 before fees, so it might be like 800. We posted one last week for 7, and it sold. Max bought it after a day. But yeah, hey yo, shout out to the employees. Well, the employees that are like copying shit. Yesterday Zay lined up. Could have just hit us up DMs after 30 minutes, but he lined up for a pair of shoes. And then Max waited a whole day for those for that LV wallet, and it's online, so it's like fair game. But yeah, shout out to them for being respectful. Just got the original, the Smith's Queen is Dead poster. Getting it framed now, super expensive. There's a frame if you're local to Southern California. I don't know if you are. In Bellflower, there's this place called Art and Frames. The guy's name is Art, so it's kind of cool. And he has the fairest pricing for framing, I would say. So shout out Art and Frames. What's my favorite ranch? Wingstop Ranch? Duh. That's low-key goated. Wingstop Ranch is goated. Oh, Ron said Wingstop Ranch. Will you be attending God? So I will not. I will, unfortunately, I think I'll be in New York. Maybe. I don't know. Well, last year set the bar really high. This year wasn't too shabby. A lot of purple boxes like Deep Blue Sea were slept on. Yeah, there's a lot of like the purple boxes. They're cool, but those are like mainline, I would say. Like the what's that thing? The the green and blue one. That one's really nice. Mark Roy, what's your favorite spicy carne asada? Oh, to barbecue. Honestly, bro, shout out Julian. Julian is my meal prepper, and he crushes it with the meats. Pause. I'm not big on like me making carne asada. Like my brother does it too. Night out. That's not a hot take. That's an obvious take. Nike SB sucks this year. Hey man, you said it, not me. But that's what I was thinking. Iceman Thriller, what's up, Chris? When we doing episode 2 of the podcast, hey man, if you have questions, you want to pull up to the shop, let me know. Just DM me, or you just ask me. Based Adrian, sorry, bro. I keep thinking Brian every time I see your name. Yeah, I wanted to buy it, but I wanted to wait to drop that much. If I was local, I would have done trades. That's true. Hey man. Website, I think it does like after payments. I've noticed that yesterday. No shame in that, bro. I always tell people, I'm like, bro, $48 a month, fuck it, do it. Jtron, your shipping is so ass, takes forever, always ships. Still waiting on the 3s. Low key, chargeback. Fuck that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I mean now you were thinking like, damn, I did good at retail, and then now you can find them for below retail. I've had mine for a little week already from EQL. Damn, yeah, I mean shipping. Yeah, that's Deep Blue Sea. We're on the point. Gabriel Roman, let's catch a game at that new place in Inglewood. The Cosmo? Bro, I didn't know that you had to pay like a ton of bread for a good game. But I see the EPL games are 80, but I would wish that let's say the 80 would be like 80 credit into the thing, so you have to spend $80, but I don't know. Anthony Hudson, getting foggy. King Yao, what shoe in the shop you're debating buying right now if no one grabs? UNC Off-White ones. There's a pair that is as close as possible to DS as you can get for not DS pricing. And I've been saying every week, I'm going to get it, and I never get it. But just because you said that, I might get it today. And we'll find out. Haven't been to the shop in months. I might stop by today. Pull up, I'll be there all day. Let's run NCAA. We'll run NCAA soon. Tron, hey bro, just do it. Just charge back. What did you cop from Supreme this season? So far I've copped the jeans and the zip up. Lonnie owes me 2 things, so he's gonna get me 2 things. So we'll find out. Maybe next week we'll go back to standard pod. Not next week, not next Monday, but next Monday. So there'll be one more live pod next Saturday probably, and then we'll go back to regular pods. I have to shoot some pods before I go to Barcelona, so there'll be a couple of those. Would you ever rent out a soccer arena to play? We should. A lot of people want to play soccer, but again, bro, it's just like there's so much going on that it's just like soccer. Somebody told me about a softball. It's just like I told my homie that is doing that asked me about softball. I'm like, look, I'll sponsor the team, but I don't think I'll play. What's it called? But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. What's it called? See you guys next week. Same time. I will be here. Take care. Good morning. Watch soccer. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.